These are the Durham Steelhawks, a team made up of disabled and able-bodied players gives a unique twist to the ever-loved Canadian sport of hockey. Meet James Titmarsh, the man who leads this team. He is the general manager and the captain of the Durham Steelhawks. 6 weeks after James was born, he was diagnosed with neuroblastoma, a cancerous tumor in his spine. After surgery and living in the hospital for over a year, his parents found out he would be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. But that didn't prevent him from pursuing sport.
We went to a therapist at Grandview, which is in Oshawa at the time, and they said, well, why don't you try sledge hockey? And we had no idea that was even existed. And we showed up the very last practice, and they put us in a sled, they put us out, and we signed up the very next year. I've tried a bunch of different sports. I've tried wheelchair basketball, I've tried wheelchair tennis, I've tried swimming, a bunch of different things, but sledge hockey is just a fun sport that it's with all of us Canadians. We want to play hockey, and this is our way of being able to play hockey. My disability doesn't allow me to sweat, so being in hot environments really affects me. So being in a cold hockey rink has been almost a gold mine for me. It's been the greatest thing for my disability to be able to play, and it helps a lot.
All the face-offs, yeah, you gotta win them all. They're all important.
But behind every great man is his family. James's younger brother, Christian, also plays on the team.
I never saw his disability, and never clicked in until probably when I was in elementary school and I saw all the kids, and then he was like the only different one. Yeah. Basically, they took me to the rink for every tournament, every game, and I just watched. I asked when can I can play, and it's like, we have a limit for, you have to be 8 years old to play, so I waited, I was 6, 7, and then finally when I was 8, I asked if I can play, and haven't stopped playing ever since.
The Steelhawks are coached by James and Christian's dad, Mike.
I remember we were skating around learning how to do the sled. I was just being helpful. I offered to volunteer to help. And at the very end, near the end, they said, we're going to have a scrimmage. I said, well, James and I will play defense, and I'll help him put in position. James looks up at me and says, what's defense? And I said to him, you don't know anything about hockey. That was great for me because after that, James became so involved with hockey. I got to watch Hockey Night in Canada on Saturday nights because my wife couldn't say no to Jamie. A sledge to these guys is their skates. It has to be fitted perfectly, fitted tight. The kids have sleds that are adjustable, but as soon as they become adults, they get it fitted to them. That's their skates, that's why it's all fitted. So when we take time with Jamie has some, like he's got kyphosis and scoliosis, so his back's curved. One leg's a little bit shorter. It's all fitting him into a sled, getting him secure, taping it up. And since I've been doing it, he has other guys that'll do it for him, but he's so used to me doing it. Now, I'm just a little off, Dad. I know exactly how to move his hip over this or that. So the able bodies, because there are able bodies that play, like Christian, he knows when he's finding the sled and he can adjust himself. Jamie, he doesn't feel from here down, so he needs some help. I'm a little off. He knows he's a little off. He doesn't know why. We adjust him. What I believe in sledge hockey is it's hockey. It's exactly the same as the hockey as what the kids are taking now. It's just a different way, a method of getting around the ice. Everything else is, to me, is exactly the same.
We're going to shoot on net, and we're going to get a rebound, and we're going to score. You'll see the game will be 3-2 for us. That's the plan.
He just wants to help. When he first started, he helped me in my sled, and he was like, well, I can volunteer. He was always willing to volunteer, and that started as an assistant coach on our junior team, and then it was head coach of our junior team. And then when we moved to intermediates, there was already an intermediate coach, and he's like, well, I'll help. If you need me to help, I'll help. If you don't, I'll take pictures.
The Steelhawks have different priorities than the average hockey team. Once they put on their jerseys and get on the ice, they become fierce athletes. But at the end of the day, a championship title is not all they're chasing. Jeremy Booker is one of James's oldest friends. They grew up riding the bus together, and they were junior league teammates.
23 years, I think I've been playing. I actually played for the Paralympic team, Canadian national team, from 2005 up until 2010.
Jeremy was born with spina bifida, a defect that pushed all his spinal nerves outside his body. After surgery, Jeremy was left paralyzed from the knees down.
Yeah, Jamie is actually my best friend. We grew up together taking the bus. As far as the Steelhawks go, it's more of a family. Here, everybody's kind of on the same playing level and just go out and have a good time. Sledge hockey as a whole really does a good favor for people and kids in sport in the fact that it puts everybody on the same playing level. So it doesn't discriminate whether you're in a wheelchair, whether you can walk. Basically, once you get in that sled, you're the same as everybody else.
One of James's teammates, Chris Johnstone, is a mentor to him and is another able-bodied player on the team.
The sport came around probably when I was about 18, 19, and they needed able-bodied players, well, not players at the time, but able-bodies to transfer them in and out from their wheelchairs to the sleds. I got involved because of just the camaraderie between everybody, and the only disability, I believe, is in the mind. It's really not in a body, and we're all on the ice. You know, you see us in a sled, so to me, we're all at the same level. And like I said, it's a big community now. It's really grown in the time I've played.
He kind of like just took us under his wing, and now he stays at our apartment at least once a month. He hangs, like, he looks after us like he is our older brother, and he's been a really, really good guy.
He's an incredible cook too.
There's tournaments that we all go to that everybody looks forward to every year, and just the companionship, right?
The Steelhawks are a team on and off the rink. Whether they are joking around at the end of a game or helping each other get in and out of their sleds, the Steelhawks are a brotherhood.
We're either always at sledge hockey tournaments, or we're always at the rink, or we're texting with people that we know from there. Like, we have friends in Kawartha, which is Peterborough. We have friends in Barrie, and that's who we kind of all kind of mingle with and hang out with.
Close the door, close the door.
Hey, sit. Don't knock Duke over. Take it back. Take it back. Lie down. Lie down, Duke. Be good, Duke. He's also quiet like I am, but as soon as he gets on the ice, he's our captain, so he's the loudest one on the ice usually. Well, and then the same with me too. Like, I'm not the loudest person, but I lost my voice that game. Basically, just talking the whole time, and yeah.
I would like to suggest I've been a successful parent because I have an independent disabled son who is now running the team and vice president of the entire league. So something's working, because we spent years worrying who's going to take over the league from us old farts that were running it for so long. And the young ones are starting to take over.
Show the method of when you do it by yourself.
That's what I was going to do.
Because when it's just me, I just bring a chair and put it in the trunk.
So the chair comes apart.
When I was younger, yeah, it was hard. It was a lot of learning, especially when you don't, I had to learn how to drive. I had to learn how to get my chair in and out of my own car. I had to learn how to live on my own. It takes a lot to overcome having a disability, and being around people with other disabilities in sledge hockey helps teach you that, and helps keep you open to trying new things and not worrying about anything can stop you. It allows me to get to know more people and be confident in myself whenever I'm at my own job or when I'm outside of anything else that I do. I'm confident more because of what sledge hockey has allowed me to. Other paw. Other paw. No, that's other one.
The disabled community is very supportive. They support their own, they support each other, but more importantly, their teammates.
Good luck, guys.
It offers the ability for everyone of all abilities to play. So whether you're disabled or you're able-bodied or you can't find a sport. Sledge hockey is there for everyone. We're open to everybody, but it's more just having fun. To me, it doesn't really matter now about winning and losing because we've been around so long. It's just more about getting more people out. It's recruiting more players. It's building the good reputation that the Steelhawks have within the league, and it's always having an enjoyable game whenever we go out there. And I think most of the guys will say they just love being out there, and if we win, it's great. If we lose, well, we still go and drink afterwards anyways.
Olivia Mader for the Ryerson documentary.